Hi, Easy Guide here. Today's video has been made possible through the works and effort made by people over at inven. I do not take any credit for any of the information or the images that are presented in this video. All I am doing is translating the words and the recommendations made by the people over at inven from Korean to English so that the people who speak English can take advantage of this really useful information that are made available. So let's first get started with this giant map of the entire continent, the world map of Lost Ark. So you guys might have noticed that every single island or every single region of the map has a number of islands that we can visit as players. And you might wonder what requirements are needed in order to acquire the heart of the island from that specific island. So this map, this world map, is designed to help you guys identify what kind of requirements each island has, and each of them has a combination or some set of icons that indicate what kind of tasks they need to be accomplished in order to acquire it. So over in the bottom left is the legend. Some of these are very straightforward, but there are combinations that might be a little bit confusing. So let me go over all of the icons and what they mean, or what the creator of this image wants them to mean. So the first one, the purple quest exclamation point, means that the heart of the island is only available after you complete the quest line. The boss icon means that you have to kill a field boss, and it has a chance. Once again, it's a chance of dropping. Things like Dookie Island, the boss has a chance of dropping the heart of the island after you kill it. The heart means that you have to acquire the affinity. You have to reach a certain level of reputation with the NPC in order to acquire the exchange icon. The spinny Uno reverse icon means that you have to exchange pirate tokens that you might have gotten from venturing out in the sea in order to acquire the island's heart. This is also slightly random on certain islands. The question mark with a percentage sign is it depends on the condition of the island, but it has a low chance of dropping. So these are the ones that you kind of want to save for later, because they're the ones that are gonna make you want to pull out your hair the most. The versus is PvP content. The timer, it means that there's a limited time when they're available. So once again, Dookie Island is only available at certain times of the day, certain times around the day, and they also have random locations where they can spawn, so keep that in mind. The star means that there are special conditions that are associated with it. So this is a little bit different from all the other ones. They have very specific conditions that need to be met, whether it's through pre-quests at a different island, or acquiring a certain number of heart of islands in order to be able to access. So these are a little bit harder to encapsulate in a single icon. So that's why he put a star there. The next one is the required eye level. This is a little bit ambiguous because not all islands have required item levels, or rather they all have required item levels, but they're not always strictly reinforced. So you might be able to visit item level 300 island even if you're item level 250 and still get the heart. The anchor icon is the one you see on every single continent. It just means what's the nearest basically major harbor that you can fast travel to and from. And the last one is this yellow dotted line that is the recommended islands that you might want to start out with. So let's say you're a fresh level 50 and you want to know which islands are best in order to get your first sailing set. They recommend island up here, the Broken Glaciers Island, Turtle Island, Bikini Island, Pomona Island, Island of Silence or something like that, and Island of Recall, so to say. Translation is kind of off, but you can see the locations on the map. These are basically, all of them, as you might have noticed, are quest-based islands. So all you need to do is do some quests for these, and they're very easy to accomplish or get the heart of the islands from. And there are guides that are available already in English for these islands, so I won't be doing a guide on that. But I just wanted to give you guys a really good resource that you might be able to use in order to identify which islands require what kind of tasks to be completed. Now, every single island's task is slightly different than another island, so even though some islands might have the same kind of icon. So as you can see, Bikini Island and Club Avenue Island up here has the same kind of icons, but they have vastly different conditions in order to get the heart of the island. So this is not an all-encompassing guideline for every single island. However, it is a good reference and a good way to recognize what kind of islands that you want to tackle first in order to get your hearts. So this is available for you guys. Just pull it up on a different tab or something and see what kind of islands you want to visit. The islands in X are not available currently. I believe that is what it means, or they're not. Yeah, I believe it just means that they're not available currently, so don't bother with those. Another one that I wanted to mention, another topic that I wanted to cover is daily based affinity / reputation islands. So these islands are the ones that you want to tackle every day in order to get their reputation and eventually earn their hearts. These aren't the kind of islands that you'll be able to go in, spend about 3-4 hours and get the hearts from. You have to do dailies or some sort of affinity based task in order to get their hearts. So the ones in blacks, the islands in black circles are your reputation islands. I'm sorry, the islands in black circles are your affinity based islands, or the heart, and the ones in white are daily based, meaning Epona's daily based islands. So as you can see, Club Avenue, like I mentioned earlier, has a different completion task than Bikini Island, and the reason why is because Club Avenue requires you to complete daily tasks that you select from Epona's island, Epona's daily, in order to get the heart from. I've done a guide on Epona's dailies, and I featured Ropong Island, and Ropong Island specifically requires you to do about 30-ish deliveries to the continents. So that's about 10 to 12 days worth of dailies. So it'll take quite a long time to get all of the hearts for these islands. One thing to note about these black circles is that the bottom right island right here, Blacktooth Island, requires you to have certain number of tertiary stats. I believe it's 110 for all 4 stats. So that might be harder to complete because you guys might not meet the tertiary stat requirement. And the white tide island also requires you to have completed a another island, I believe, where you have to acquire an item that only spawns once per hour that's not shared among everyone present. So you have to compete with everyone in order to get the item. And so that's why this one I don't recommend you guys tackle just yet, because there's just simply too many players trying to get that item. So you'll end up wasting a lot of valuable time trying to get the heart. Some notable one is the green island right here. This one requires you to turn in the pirate tokens in order to liberate slaves. And when the slaves are liberated, they'll send you a mail, and that mail has a chance of containing heart of the island, I believe is what it says. And you can only liberate up to 5 slaves per day. So you want to come here every day with the tokens or the pirates coins and liberate as many liberate 5 slaves and hope that you get the heart of the island. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, I'll make the inven post available on the bottom on the description, but these 2 resources are really handy for those who are trying to focus on gaining heart of the islands. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.